That means every Razorback home event, volleyball, softball, basketball, anything, baseball, can be streamed live on the app. So you might not have, it on linear television and whatever, but it can all be streamed if it's at an SEC school.
Right.
Anytime you go away and play a non-conference game, you might not have that unless it's televised.
That's why in Little Rock for a while that was an issue. I think that's been resolved.
Yeah, but like if they played at Woodmore
or if they played at Dickie Stevens
yeah.
there, that always seemed
or the
to
Simmons Bank Center down.
Yeah, that always seemed to come up.
Did you have a good time last night? I know you got it a little bit later.
Well, I did. I did not do a lot. Bart and I went downstairs, and Bart, of course.
And by downstairs, you're not talking about the lobby.
No.
Right now.
By downstairs, I mean the casino. Second floor. Yeah. And just
Bart in his element, I think, is that's the best part of it all. He was, the rapport he had with the blackjack dealer. The rapport that he developed with the fellow players. See, when Bart and I sat down, it was just me and Bart. Yeah. And, anybody that's been at a blackjack table knows ideally you want more than two people at the table. And I guess word spread that Bart was here.
Oh, yeah.
Because all of a sudden, like, the table's full. And there's people everywhere. And I'm just thinking to myself, well, word's gotten out.
Yeah.
They know Bart's here. So that's kind of how it went.
People, I'm going to tell you, and I'm sure you know this, Chuck. Bart has, it's like we got to put his name on the show. I mean, people ask about him
Chuck
all the
and
time.
Bo show featuring Bart.
I swear, if I'm lying, I'm dying. I'm standing in the lobby. Some guy comes up and talks to me, or you, Bo, all this kind of thing, and we're talking. And he said, "Man, I really love, you got that Bart. I love that Bart." And I go, he's about to pull up with the equipment outside. He goes, "You're kidding me. He's going to be here?"
You guys make him handle the equipment? He's a star.
No,
you guys make him do the setup?
He couldn't be. It was like I said Pat McAfee. It's like I said Pat McAfee was about to roll up.
Ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Bart is achieved first name status. It's like Nolan. Everybody knows who you're talking about. Bo. Yeah. Everybody knows who you're talking about. Bart.
Yeah.
You don't even have to. Most of these people, they don't even know your last name. Yeah. But you say Bart.
That's it.
And they know who you are.
Yeah. Or Mark if you call in a to-go order.
Well, sometimes we have to do that.
Did you have a good time last night?
Yeah, we had a great time.
Anybody you mad at this morning that you're gonna kind of ran at or about or? The judge in Mississippi.
He's been too busy.
He's
been too busy to get mad.
I'm sure I can find somebody to be mad at, but no, I had a great time last night. I started the day at the craps tables, and that didn't go particularly well.
I got a text update,
and I pressed
not
pause.
Not doing very well. The craps table kicked my head in, and so later, like a father, I checked in, and we're going to go to the
I took a
phones
good
here
break.
In a second. I checked back in with Bart, and he said, I said, "How's it going?" And he goes, "I've fought my way back."
Yeah,
that's what you have to do.
I'm up at blackjack.
You have to have a certain resolve. You have to have a resolve. I am not leaving until I either win my money back or I don't have a nickel. One of the two. You got to go all in, baby.
That's exactly right. I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
I've been on the wrong side of that.
Well, I have too.
A couple of times. Let's go to the phones real quick. 877-377-6963. Brandon's in South Carolina. Brandon, welcome into the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. We got Brandon Edward.
Hey, Brandon, what's up?
We did moments ago, but
moments ago. Okay,
he's no longer there, so let's try.
Arthur? How about Arthur? Arthur is in Vermont. What's on your mind today, Arthur?
Oh, buddy, I'm here for this. What's on my mind? I guess I'm going to pay for like a $130 ticket to watch Arkansas baseball. What's the point of not getting another stream service now? I've lost track. But anyway, Arkansas baseball is worth it, and if in some small way this supports the University of Arkansas, I'm down. I always have enjoyed how much Arkansas has owned the Dallas metropolitan area. I mean, against any team from Texas, we're going to outdraw them. Especially in baseball or basketball. And Cal has taken note, and I think we'll play a lot more games in Chicago and Dallas moving forward. I definitely don't want to downplay the beatdowns that this team has levied on some of the nemesis of our, SEC basketball existence in Mississippi State and LSU. I can't count the amount of times that Arkansas had a far superior team, and in every measurable metric we're a better program, but somehow always walk out of those places with a loss. So, and then
Somehow,
man, I'm telling you, there was something else I was gonna say, but yeah.
You've always got your
Chuck,
list. Yeah, always the list.
I'm doing on the fly.
Sounds like a mental list today.
Yeah.
Nothing on paper.
Yeah, Chuck, I'm telling you, you cannot argue with that logic, because the only way somebody can win their car back is they're going to have to put up their house, and that's just where you're at, Clutch. So,
That's amazing. That's
yeah.
You've been out for a while now, right? You're doing well. Are you falling back into some of the bad habits?
None at all. No. I mean, you would think by looking at me, because I've made some material purchase in the commodities market, means I've got some gold chains and some Jordans
Some
and
bling.
other things.
Some
Yeah,
bling, yeah.
definitely. The system in the Chevy's going to get upgraded here too, because I mean, no matter what, I need a loud sound. And but no, outside of that, I 6 years of doing some time has definitely changed me. I have no urge to drink or use drugs or
That's great.
Now maybe putting a couple of video poker machines in a couple of convenience stores, that might not be below me, but I'm not there yet.
Nobody's
so,
perfect.
Yeah, I'm doing
Nobody's
well.
perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
Hey, we're proud of you.
Nobody's
Man.
perfect.
Hey, we're all just trying to be the
Thank
best
you.
versions, the healthiest versions of ourselves, and it sounds like you're doing great. I got one thing for you before we roll here. Chances that Arkansas wins the SEC regular season, or is this all Florida?
Oh man, I would say they would have a better. I would have a better chance of getting to the Final Four, maybe. I think they're pretty much similar. I think they win the SEC, then I think then a Final Four run is highly possible, because it would show they can overcome a team with a lot of bigs. It's just it seems like a matchup issue, but at the same time, if Pringle and Ewing could play together and control Florida's bigs, I think our backcourt dominates Florida. If there's any way to ever get Pringle, Ewing, and Brazil on the floor at the same time, and maybe have Billy Showtime plays the two, I think physically they're pretty. Now Bart had a stat that said the best plus minus a lineup had Richmond and Pringle on the floor at the same time. So I would love to say 100%, but they could pull it off if they can start to handle other teams' bigs. I believe that, and that's. Bart's good at those. Yep.
All right, my man. Have a great weekend. Thanks for calling in. Keep it straight.
Yep.
Keep it together. Proud of you.
See you, Arthur.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Always good to hear from Arthur.
He's actually not wrong about that big stuff. And, he played those three together a little bit the other night. And I don't know how much we'll see. It might just be against Florida. I don't know. But
we got to get healthy first. We got to get those
that's
guys
the first order of
going.
business. And, there'll be these guys are trying to get ready to play. And I know they're going to take treatment again today. They've been taking it every day. I'm sure they are today. And there'll be the SEC report tonight, and then there'll be another one tomorrow. And, hopefully we'll see them.
877-377-6963 if you want to hop on the Chuck and Bo Show. We're live at Oaklawn. This was the site of the Broyles, the 30th Broyles Award, honoring the nation's top assistant coach. Today, they're honoring the nation's top assistant high school coach.
Really?
Yeah, they got 32 states represented. and there are some from our state here in Arkansas. But, this started back in 1996 when an assistant coach, Mickey Andrews at Florida State, defensive coordinator, was making $150,000 a year, which is nothing to sneeze at. Some of those guys up there on the stage last night are almost $3 million. Which is the going rate for the high-end coordinators right now in college football.
Back in the day, those guys like Mickey Andrews and there was a guy named Parker at Iowa that won it one year when I went in Little Rock, and just old grizzled guys. Yeah, old grizzled football guy. Yeah,
Virginia Tech.
Yeah, just you think of them as a football coach, and now they are. And these guys are great football coaches too, but the money certainly has changed. And here's the thing. It's worth it to schools to pay that now.
Yeah.
Look at what happened at Indiana, for example. And of course, Haynes won the award last night, but just look at what football has meant to that university and doing well. And so that's why they pay what they pay.
Man, it's, the Indiana, the vibe around, what Signetti's like. And Bryant Haynes, who won it last night, it's similar. They're walking in some zone and some just the vibe they're giving off, and it's like he came in and just told everybody this is how you're going to think and this is how you're going to feel, and they took it on.
Well, sometimes, and I don't know this, obviously, having never been in that spot, but sometimes I wonder, when you go to a program that has been so bad for so long, the one thing as a head coach, when you walk in that building and see all those new people, is they know they don't know what they're doing. They've won 3 games. That's been their average win total for the last 20 years. In other words, they're looking for a better way. And I'm going to show them a better way. And because they're so bad, they're going to lap up everything I have to say. I was here when Bobby Petrino came in. And look, we were not bad. We're certainly not like Indiana. But I've seen what happens when a head coach comes in and immediately changes every thought in the building. Some of it's out of fear. A lot of it's out of fear. And I promise you there are people in that Indiana football building that are scared to death of Curt Cignetti. They are fearful that they're going to have to encounter him. They're fearful he's going to notice they didn't do something right. It changes everything in the building. And they're not dealing with people that already think they know what they're doing, that already think they know the way. So they're everything you say is gospel to them.
6:45, it's the Chuck and Bo Show. We're going to catch up with Holly Rowe here in a few minutes. If you need tax help, H&R Block can help you. Stop by a location. There'll be one near you, or make an appointment. You can get 100% assurance it's going to be accurate, and they're going to get your max refund. H&R Block, here to help you with taxes today. Back in a minute. Chuck and Bo.
Look, this is what we do. We heal the hurting. We touch the hearts. We talk about the things that matter to people.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life, too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
The best answer for me has always been Blakeman's. It's where I got engaged. It's where I go for meaningful gifts, like Valentine's Day. Not just because it's where Arkansas gets engaged or because they are the diamond experts. It's how they meet your specific need. Every experience customized for you. At Blakeman's, it's about more than jewelry. It's about your story. And when you walk out of there with a purple bag, you'll be carrying the confidence of knowing you got it right. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today. I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive flying trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home. This is not interesting. It's just interesting to us.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Pascal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Pascal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopascal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Pascal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people. When you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show On Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. I will confess, I've reached the point in my life when my main goal every day is to get home. So once I'm there, it's going to take quite a bit to get me back out.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
We are live at Oaklawn. We're at the resort right outside the event center. Last night, the Broyles Award, the 30th Broyles Award.
That's hard to believe for me.
Bryant Haynes won the award. He's the defensive coordinator for Indiana and the assistant coach of the year in college football. And Bart, how do you feel about that ruling? Rose joining us at 7, by the way. How do you feel about that ruling that went down in Mississippi yesterday with the preliminary
Trinidad Chambliss?
I mean, look,
was it ever in doubt? Was that one ever in doubt?
No, he was always going to get that just based on the state that they were in and where all that was happening. It does appear the NCAA is going to file a challenge against that. because
they might have their lawyers in jail. The judge threatened to hold them in contempt because they left before he read the ruling, and apparently it took over an hour to read the ruling.
Yeah. That's what I.
How does that happen?
It sounded like they were getting scolded to me. It sounded like the judge scolded some attorneys
for an hour.
Well,
guys, like he shouldn't be getting an extra year.
Well, he didn't play at all. He didn't play, and he had mono and whatever else.
6 years to play 4. Like, what are we doing here? Come on.
Well,
go. Like, plus, here's the other thing. Like, he would be one of the top quarterbacks taken in the NFL draft. He would be. Like, look at any pro rankings. Like this is a bad decision for him. This is what Cal was talking about on the show yesterday. Like, nothing good can come of this. Like, he's going to – the only thing that can happen is that other guys outperform him this year or become better pro prospects than him, and he loses money in the long term. Like that was Cal's whole point yesterday when he was talking about that on the show. This is forget the decision or whatever. This is just bad advice that Trinidad Chambliss.
The Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room travels.
I know it does. Yes, it's like defense. Defense travels.
Defense
man.
travels.
The Situation Room travels. I don't think you're necessarily wrong. I've wondered from the beginning on this: is this about precedent? Or is this about what's best for Trinidad Chambliss?
Yeah,
I don't know the answer to that question. Now, I'm throwing it out there. I do not know the answer to that.
From the judge's perspective, I think it's about the NCAA and all the holes in it.
Here's the thing: is
it's
a
about
fan,
the judge
though.
making a name for himself.
Well, it's about the judge being a fan.
Yeah,
and here's the thing that bothers me about all this is that you really do. I mean, it's like playing a road game. You're an NCAA attorney from where? Indianapolis?
Right.
And you're going into Oxford, Mississippi. And you
you're the
expect
bad
to win.
guy, and everybody
You have
sees you as the bad guy.
absolutely
That's
no
right.
prayer of
That's right.
winning. They'll find a way for you not to win. That judge will. And that's the thing that I kind of find distasteful about all this is that, some of this just boils down to a hometown decision made by a fan.
That's right.
Hey, I want to say hi to Gavin real quick.
Yes.
Gavin, say hello.
Gavin, the man.
What's up?
How are you? What's your last name, Gavin?
Dues.
You got any friend you want to say hello to? Girlfriend, anything, real quick?
It's your moment.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Happy Valentine's
You're
Day.
going
Anybody?
to now. You're going to now.
Say happy
You've been on the Chuck
Valentine's
and Bo
Day to your
show.
mom then.
Happy Valentine's Day, Mom.
There you go. That's Gavin. He stopped by to see us. His dad works for First Security Bank. That's how you bank better. Good morning.
Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Pascal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopascal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Pascal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like Walk-Ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine, like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites, like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Hey folks, Chuck Barrett here, the voice of the Razorbacks. And if you're ready for freedom from glasses or contacts, there's only one name you need to know: McDonald Eye Associates. Whether it's LASIK, clear lens exchange, or advanced cataract surgery, they've got the solution to help you see your best, no matter your age. Doctors Betts and Mengarelli are the real deal, two of the most experienced surgeons anywhere. They've even taken care of my eyes, and now I'm seeing the basketball court crystal clear. I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye. Will be too.
When it comes to sports and work, we all understand preparation, performance, and recovery. And that's exactly how the Sweat No Edge works. I'm in the program myself. I've told you about it before. It's for men who want to stay competitive as they age, with hormone therapy for low testosterone, peptide therapy, metabolic testing, in-body scans, weight loss, and so much more. If you want to feel like you once did, get the free consultation. Log on to sweatnumcosmetic.com or just search the Sweat No Edge.
See, this is what the Chuck O Show is.
Just show up and have
more
coffee
than just a win.
The Chuck and
Call
Bo Show.
for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like Flex Banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Otis, of these new guys that they're bringing in, you just went, I mean, there's a lot of them.
Right.
Percentage-wise, how many of them are they looking at saying, we've got to have this guy play and play well right now? I mean, we need him to come in here. If he's a bust, we've not done our job right here.
Chuck, I know you and Bo well, and I knew you'd probably ask that. And so I wrote down 10 players that I think there's probably more.
There.
There's 10 players I wrote down with knowing that one of you two would ask that question. I wrote down Chris Marshall at wide receiver, Lakai Rowe. Well, let me do this, Papa. Chris Marshall at wide receiver, Bryant Williams and Terrence Roberson at offensive tackle, Malachi Braylon from Memphis at offensive guard, Carter Stoutmire and Christian Harrison at safety, Xavier Sims, a defensive tackle from Oregon, and I think I said Chris Marshall, but Lakai Rowland and Jaheim Johnson at corners, Kamari House at linebacker. Those to me, that's 10 kids, guys. If I didn't leave somebody out, but that's 10 kids I wrote down because I knew you'd probably have to, and that's legit. Those are legit 10 guys that they really need to step up there and start. Now, there'll probably be some others, but even if there's not, if you get 10 starters right there, and those are some important positions. You got 3 offensive linemen, 2 corners, 2 safeties, a linebacker, wide receiver. So, I mean, we're talking pretty important positions,
I know the linebacker from North Carolina had a lot of production. That's a thing that Cignetti, and I don't want to get into this cliche of everybody's got to do it like Cignetti now.
Right.
But I do love the idea and the philosophy that you go get guys that have produced somewhere else.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
What would you tell Razorback fans now about where they are positioned to compete in the SEC?
Yeah, the investment that we have committed to make, and it's from the university, from the top down, from the system, the board, from the top down, it is going to put us in a position where we can compete to win SEC and national championships. I understand how important the success of our football program is to the health of our Department of Athletics, to the health of our university, and to everyone across this state, and we're going to get it right.
The Chuck and Bo Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "Let's turn on the Chuck and Bo Show."
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Well, we're here at Oaklawn, and it's a pleasure to welcome in Holly Rowe of ESPN. It's hard to know how to introduce you, Holly, because you wear so many hats. You're an incredible sideline reporter. You host things. We see you in football, basketball, softball, WNBA. You were here interviewing the Broyles Award finalists yesterday. Did a great job. I probably got 2 hours of sleep, and you said, "Yeah, I'll do the show at 7 a.m." And I'm like, "Are you sure?"
Well, I have to be honest. I would not get up for many men, Bo, but I will.
Yeah, that's funny.
I will wake up for you. You are somebody who I respect so much because you truly care about college football, and I see you all over the place. I remember seeing you at Nick Saban's practice when you guys were doing that inside the the Alabama program. And I'm just like, anybody who cares about college football like you do, I will show up for. So I'm here for you.
Well, that's something we all love.
That's a high compliment right there.
I really
Holly
appreciate
is a legend, by the way.
I wasn't expecting that, but I guess I should have, because that's how Holly is. Everybody talks about how talented you are, and the next thing they say is the nicest person I've ever met. And it also really helps you with your job, because you can really get in to somebody's story and know what to say about it, not say about it. And it brings such great context to viewers and fans who don't necessarily know what they don't know. And I think that's so additive to the product that we all love.
Yeah, I love it because I'm curious about people. I'm very curious about what and why, and, I just have a brain that's busy, and so I do think it serves me well. I had a cute story this year because of the way the contracts are now with college football. ESPN, I don't get to see the Big Ten all year. We are heavy SEC, ACC, Big 12 just because of how our TV contracts are in it. So we get to the end of the season, and I've never met Fernando Mendoza. And it's December, I'm at the Heisman, and now I'm going to have to cover that young man for the rest of the way. And I don't know him at all. And that's a lot of pressure because I'm the one that you've got to count on to bring these stories to life. So anyway, I went up to him the first day I met him, and I said, "Listen, I get to choose what sideline I'm on. Last year I chose Oregon because they were the #1 team and undefeated. And they got blown out, and I don't get to get any stories on TV, and I hate that." And he laughed, and he's like, "Well, you can trust us, Miss Rowe. You can trust us." So fast forward to the Rose Bowl. And they win the game, and he's running around just loving life, and I'm running up to him to try to get the interview. And he comes yelling at me. He's like, "Miss Rowe, I told you we should pick us." And, we just bond over these shared experiences of, I told you could count on us, and I'm glad you picked us. And so from the rest of the time, he was so cute with me because he knew I had cared about him or chosen him in a big moment or trusted him in a big moment. And we have the best run. He was such a delightful young man. I just enjoyed him, his family, and it was really cool.
I wonder what it's like in those moments right at the end of a game when everyone is rushing around. Do you have tunnel vision?
Yes.
Do you just avoid everything peripherally?
Yes, and you are running for your guy because you can lose them. I've lost
I'm
guys,
sure.
and then it's crazy. Is if you don't get there before everybody else, you don't get your interview. And it is really stressful because let's be honest, the photographers rush in and they don't care about you. I had a really hard time.
All the rules are gone.
It's every person for
rules
themselves.
Of decorum. Yeah, and people are not gentlemen. And I had to shove a guy this national championship. I did. I was like, what are you doing? And then right before they're coming to us for the interview, there's a still photographer kneeling down kind of in front of us, and he's got his camera up like this right in front of the camera that's about to do the interview for Fernando. And I'm like, dude, how could we be smart here? Like, move your camera so Fernando can have his moment that will shine forever in history. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
So it gets wild. I wasn't happy. I probably owe a few guys apologies.
Well,
but it is. They'll
get over it.
Yeah.
All people for yourselves.
You do a great job. The thing, it is chaotic though. Like we see it on TV, and it's like we're going to Holly, and she's got the coach right there.
Well, and
then
they're
the
all
coach-
being jostled.
The coach is hugging his player
and
now.
they go
and then
away. Oh, my God, that happened to me at the Rose Bowl. So I'm standing there for literally 60 seconds with Kurt Signetti. And right when they throw it to me, he turns and walks away to go say something to somebody. And I'm like, don't come to me yet. Don't come to me yet. And the producer's like, we have to. And that was chaos. And so I just kind of walked away like, well, he decided he had to give some last minute advice to,
That's
so
great.
It rarely goes as scripted. I'll say it that way. And you got to really think on your feet.
Holly Rowe, ESPN with us. When we talk about college football now, there's so much negativity around just like the no rules, the portal, the contracts. Like we got a $4 million player now. What's the next number? Is it going to be $8, $10 million? What has it been like for you? Because your job hasn't changed. Have you seen a change with the way that you deal with players, coaches, or is it all the same as it was? They're just making a bunch of money in some cases.
It's actually both. There are players who I have seen it change. I have seen it impact the culture in the locker room, and then there's parts of it that are the same, and there's kids who are playing for the love of the game. So I'll use Jacob Rodriguez, for example. Texas Tech, everybody knows they've paid a lot of players to come in there. And I have no problem with that. If they can raise the money and they can build a roster, I am all for that. These kids are putting their body and their head and their mind on the line. I think they should get paid. But I do hate the narrative, well, they're just buying players, let's write this team off. Because Ohio State did the same thing to win the national championship last year. So their best player on that Texas Tech team was a kid named Jacob Rodriguez. I actually had him on my Heisman ballot. He was the best defensive player I saw all year. He was so good. And he was the heart and soul of that team. And he's a walk-on. Not only is he a walk-on, he had to pay for his school the first semester. He slept on his buddy's floor on his blow-up mattress his first semester at school to be playing football at college football at Texas Tech. So I think you get, the kids who are getting overpaid and they underperform. We see that. One other example I'll give you, and I'm going to say his name because I think it's an interesting study. Carson Beck is at Georgia for 4 years. He gets the Lamborghini. He's getting paid. He's got fancy clothes every time we meet with him. And by fancy clothes, I mean his hoodie and flip-flops are probably $1,000, It did not go over well with the locker room. And when he transferred out of there, I heard a lot of negative stuff out of the locker room. And they essentially told him to move on, if you want to be honest about it. So he gets to Miami, and he is a broken kid. Like, his heart is broken about how these Georgia teammates and players and coaches didn't like him and didn't want him there. And he gets to Miami and he finds his people. They don't care what kind of car he's driving. These Miami kids are a little bit different. So the Georgia kids have embraced Gunnar Stockton. He's their type of guy. He's driving an F-150 truck. That didn't fit there, or that does fit there where Carson Beck didn't. But then Carson Beck takes his new team that does like him, and they do like him. I saw it. I covered them a lot. And his Lamborghini and his Jeep and his nice clothes, it doesn't matter at Miami because those kids are similar in spirit. So I think it's about finding your fit right now in college football.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I wonder how that translates to the coaches. I mean, why we're here right now, obviously the Broyles Award presented last night. We were discussing a bit earlier. You've got some of the top coaches in the game coaching in college football now as assistant coaches, NFL guys that would not be at this level 5 years ago. I just wonder what you've seen in that regard, the coaches and the quality of coaches in college football as a result of the money.
Well, I'm biased because I just love college football so much, but you're seeing a real trend right now that the coaches who are getting hired to be NFL coaches have come from the college ranks. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of unusual. We're seeing 4 guys who were Broyles Award finalists or winners get hired in the NFL as head coaches this last cycle. So I think it's a good way to look at it of like, we have a lot of good coaches here. And I remember when Chip Kelly got to Oregon, he was an offensive coordinator, and he'd come from New Hampshire. And I remember thinking, like, this is a crazy hire at Oregon. This is a big-time place. And Chip Kelly's had a really good career. And he said something to me at that time, and he said, there's good coaches everywhere at every level. There were good coaches with me in New Hampshire, and now look at him. He's had a long, successful career in college football. And he hasn't done as well in the pros, but he's had a good college coach. So I like this award, and I loved getting to know all these coaches last night in a kind of a more granular level. Matt Patricia is an interesting dude. He's an engineer he got a job to work on nuclear submarines and aircraft carriers, but he loved college football, or in his case, he went the pro route, but now he's back in college. So it's interesting. I love it. There's good coaches everywhere.
I got to ask you, I think I know some of the answer, but, and by the way, it's so cool what you do for so many young people that are wanting to get into this profession. Because if you want to get into this profession, being a broadcaster, we got one of them right over here, Gavin, who's 14 and local to Hot Springs here. Who do you go talk to? What do you know? Like, what's the path you take? It's not, hey, I want to be in banking, or I want to be, an accountant, and I go this route, or I want to be an attorney. And you want to find somebody that's been successful, and everybody's story is different. But you've helped so many young people along the way, not just women, but men too. And I love that about you. But why? What's your why for what you do? Why are you in this business? Maybe it's changed too. What you're passionate about?
Well, no. There's two parts to that. So first, people were kind to me when I was coming up. So Leslie Visser is someone who helped me early in my career. She set up a meeting between me and Marty Glickman, who you might know is considered the first ever real great play-by-play man, and had a 50-year career with the New York Jets. I went to breakfast with him in New York City one day. Leslie Visser set that up. Chick Hearn helped me. Vin Scully helped me. Like, literally the legends of broadcasting. Yeah. I would be a stage manager for them at games, and then they would take time with me and talk to me and give me little clues. And to this day, I use what Chick Hearn in particular gave me about vocabulary. You know this because if you're calling a basketball game or a football game, you say the same language over and over, and it can get repetitive for listeners. And he taught me about being creative with your vocabulary. And if you've used a word a couple of times, write it down and then cross it out. So I can't say, he shoots, he scores. I've said that already. I've got to come up with a different way to say he's got it in, or he's, whatever your language is going to be. So I had people that were very kind to me, and I want to pay that forward.
I've heard you tell this story, and everyone has a story. Yours involved sometimes getting in the car and driving multiple hours for no pay, just out of, because you wanted to be involved in it. We all say we'll do this for free. Now, we won't now, but most of us did when we started, and you're one of those people.
Oh, yeah. I still do it for free a lot. No, you know what's
well,
crazy?
We all do,
No, it's so funny, but it's so funny is like I had a day off recently. I had a Saturday off, which is rare for me, and I was like, oh, thank God I got a Saturday off. What game can I go to? And I'm like, you really have a sickness, lady, because like on my day off, I was so excited that I could just go to a game and just enjoy it and not have responsibilities. But like that's what I do in my spare time is go to games. So I went to Utah versus Texas Tech women's basketball on my day off. And I was just laughing. I was like, it just really is in my blood and my heart. But the story you're telling, I'll tell it real quick if you have time.
This is a good story.
We've got time. So early in my career, I covered Bob Knight, and many of us who covered him were terrified. He was a strong, imposing figure. But what I learned about him is if you did your homework and didn't ask stupid questions and he could respect you, you had a good relationship. So I developed a great relationship with him. We were in Wichita covering the undefeated Wichita State Shockers, the last undefeated team through the regular season college basketball. And his flight got canceled because of a big ice storm coming in. But I had planned to drive to my next game. So I had a big, nice Suburban, and I was going to drive from Wichita to Oklahoma State. And so he jumped in the car with me and came with me. And I was like, I'll drive you south, Coach. We'll get you to an airport. We can get you out. So, we're in the car for 7, 8 hours together. And we have to pull over. We go through McDonald's. And I'm driving this big Suburban. And I can't take my hands off the wheel because the wind gusts are, kind of blowing us all over the freeway. And so he fed me my food. He fed me French fries. Bob Knight.
Bob Knight.
It
Is
was
that
like,
awesome or what?
It was like so loving and kind. And I have my hands on the wheel, and he's like putting the food in my mouth, and then he'd put my straw in my mouth.
Oh, my gosh.
All while we're talking about his relationship with John Wooden and why they had a prickly relationship. And it was just like, I was like, if anyone could see me right now, I am having.
I would kill for a GoPro at that moment.
It would have, and it was like,
vehicle.
we had a lot of drives like that. I'd pick him up from the airport for us to go to Big 12 games, because he was getting older and I wanted to help him. I really respected him, and he was great to me. He was a wonderful man to me, and I know he wasn't perfect, but I saw they just announced they're putting a statue up in Bloomington for him, and I'm glad they are, because he wasn't perfect, but he did a lot of wonderful things as well.
I always say this, and you know this as well as anybody, like no matter how you feel about someone, you get to know them, it's going to change your opinion. Maybe not completely, but it's going to change, most likely.
Yep.
Because there's always something that we don't know, and that's a Bob Knight story.
That is a great story.
That completely changes so many perspectives on Bob Knight. We wanted to go this route and talk to you about you because you do such an amazing job, and I think people love watching you, so it's great to hear your story a little bit. I do want to ask you, I know you're just getting into softball, and you'll be probably doing some Arkansas games at some point this year. What Courtney Deifel has done building that program from the ground up, and I know they're going to make it to the College World Series sooner than later, but just your thoughts when you get to be around Razorback softball and what that's like for you.
I feel like you do. I'm really proud of her. When she took over here, things were not good, and they had been kind of in the cellar of the SEC for a while. And, people forget SEC softball is relatively new. It just started like in 2015. We really got stuff going here in the SEC. And she has come in and changed that program. They are consistently in the top 10. They are consistently in the top of the SEC. They've won a SEC championship. They've been co-champions one year. They have, for whatever reason, and some of it's the luck of the draw, the teams they have faced against or injuries, they haven't punched that ticket to the Oklahoma City to the World Series. It's coming. It takes time. It takes time, but she is a really good coach. She treats her players really well. She works with the pitchers, and I love watching her develop these pitchers and develop these young women. She does a great job, and I have no doubt they're going to be there. This is a good program, and I like that the administration is getting behind her. But more importantly, I love that the community here in Fayetteville and Hot Springs and Little Rock and all around Arkansas, the fans have come out and really supported them. We showed up to a game 2 years ago, and the berm, there's like, I think maybe fraternity houses or something behind the field, and the whole grass is covered. The stadium is sold out. The whole grass is covered, and it is an event in Fayetteville. And I'm just like, this is so cool what she has built here. And I remember walking through the stands, and I'm just like, oh, hey, Coach Pittman. Sam Pittman would come all the time. He was like a true blue softball supporter. I'll always love him for that. But I'm really proud of Courtney, and she's a good person and a really nice lady.
Our fans really love her.
Yeah.
Our
they
fans
should.
love
She's
her.
a good lady.
Well, hey, you're the best. Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you.
We love you. We appreciate what you do. Thanks for coming by today. Thanks for doing the Broyles Award last night. You really added to the event. And I know you got stuff to go to now. You got games coming up. So good luck.
I'm going to the barn tour at Oaklawn right now.
You're going to go see the horses?
Yeah, I'm going to go see the horses. So I have never been here before. I've never been to Hot Springs before. Before I get out of here, I just have to say I am blown away. This is a really cool place. I've traveled all over the world. The spa here is maybe one of the best I've ever been to. But I open my windows and watch the horses train on the track in the morning, and I'm just obsessed with this place. So
it's pretty cool.
Before we get out of here, I just had to say thank you to Oaklawn, and this has been a really cool experience with the Broyles Award.
Well, thanks for coming down. Thanks for getting up. Holly Rowe, everybody. Appreciate you coming by. Great work, and so kind of her to join us. Catch her on ESPN just about any time.
Yes.
Just about any time.
If they're playing.
Yeah, exactly. We're brought to you by Teamwork Roofing and Construction. TeamworkBuilt.com. If you need a quote today, they'll get it done right. They'll come in on time, on budget. Licensed, certified crews, and only the best materials. Construction, cabinetry, and, of course, roofing. Built on quality, powered by Teamwork. That's Teamwork. Back in a moment on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
Derek, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
How about them hogs, gentlemen?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You got it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com. Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
The best answer for me has always been Blakeman's. It's where I got engaged. It's where I go for meaningful gifts, like Valentine's Day. Not just because it's where Arkansas gets engaged or because they are the diamond experts. It's how they meet your specific need. Every experience customized for you. At Blakeman's, it's about more than jewelry. It's about your story. And when you walk out of there with a purple bag, you'll be carrying the confidence of knowing you got it right. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
He's Chuck Barrett. He's Bo Mattingly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. Make Valentine's Day easy this year with a gift card from Woodhouse Spa Rogers. And when you go in spa and purchase $150 or more, you'll receive a complimentary Lux Spa candle. Or a $350 gift card gets you a Kendra Scott bracelet at no additional cost while supplies last. Give the gift of relaxation this Valentine's Day. For more info, call 479-335-2800 or log on to rogers.woodhousespas.com. If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter. Check out the Varsity Vibe podcast and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Listen, this guy, when we decided to do this show, he's like, you can miss some days, but I don't want to miss any days. I'm ready to do this, man. I'm ready to go.
I don't remember saying that.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Chuck and Bo Show. We're at Oaklawn and Hot Springs, the resort now. I mean, it is a resort. And we talk about this all the time. But if you haven't been here lately, I mean, they have concerts in this event center we were in last night. Pittman, I saw Coach Pittman last night for a few minutes, and he said that he was at KC and the Sunshine Band the other night. And, boy, I was happy for him. He got a rousing ovation. when he was introduced. I mean, Gus Malzahn was here. Alex Golish was here. I mean, if I start listing people, there's so many people. I mean, they've done such a great job of bringing the college football community to Arkansas and to Hot Springs. I mean, Matt Patricia, who you heard at the very beginning of the show today. I mean, the guy walks in, and I'm like, that guy's, I don't know, how many Super Bowls was he a part of?
Yeah, that's
with
the
Patriots?
thing. I mean, you're almost in awe of some of the, some of the things that they've done.
Yeah, and I almost didn't recognize him because he didn't have that pencil.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what I'd have been looking for too.
In his hat.
He needs to wear that everywhere.
We got Ryan Silverfield coming on, the Arkansas head coach, obviously at 8:00, and I'm anxious to hear just. There's probably 50 questions that we could ask Coach Silverfield because so much has happened, since he's been hired. I mean, the staff. The entire roster has to be put together. Now, Hobby, the defensive line coach, apparently is going to go to the Colts, so he'll have to replace that. How's offseason going? I mean, you had a little bit more money in the portal. We're led to believe, that they probably got $25 million into this roster, but how much time did you have to really go out and get players? And so what should you expect? I'm just anxious to hear where he thinks they are.
I think – first off, what we're going to notice is that they have tunnel vision right now. We were talking about tunnel vision with Holly a minute ago. I've seen this with first-year staffs. Cal went through it last year. Look how much more comfortable Cal is now than he was this time a year ago. I've seen it way back when Van Horn came in, his first year. There is enormous transition, and you can't focus on anything but the task at hand. I doubt very seriously if Ryan Silverfield is hearing any outside noise. Now, I'm sure when he talks, when he goes and talks to boosters and goes to these events, I mean, he talks directly to the people. But I'm pretty certain these guys right now, the outside world's blocked out. They know how to get home. They know how to get back to the building. They'll figure all this other stuff about Fayetteville out after the first year. But right now we got a lot to do, and in their minds, a very short amount of time to do it.
Yeah, and, listening to all the stories of these football coaches here at the Broyles Award, and it happens every year, and just quite frankly, how many people knew who Bryant Haynes was before Indiana? How many people in their run? How many people knew who Kurt Signetti was, if you want to use a really easy example? And when you have coaching searches, we talked about this, it's a popularity contest on who you know. If you've never heard of them and you don't know them, how do you know how to feel about them? But all of these coaches, like you go down this list right over here, Joey McGuire, who we hope to have on at some point today, he's stuck on a phone call today. The Texas Tech coach was a high school coach. And look at what they're doing. They had some money, but you still got to have a coach and a leader and somebody that people want to play for. But you just go down this list of coaches that are along the wall here, all these banners they have. And most of these guys, their story is not what you think, where they came from. And my point is when do you know, like you don't know when somebody's going to work. You get Cal, that guy's a Hall of Famer. You expect that. But you get a Ryan Silverfield or Alex Golish at Auburn or Pat Summerall or John Summerall at Pat Summerall. Yeah, John Summerall at Florida. Like one of these guys or all three of these guys, the chances are they're going to be successful.
It's an enormous opportunity for these guys. I mean, think about where Silverfield and Golish and the Stein guy up at Kentucky and Summerall are just in their lives, how much their lives have just changed. I mean, I guarantee you their wives' lives have changed. There's a lot more money in the bank than there was before.
A lot more pressure,
Families' lives have changed. So, yes, there is a lot of pressure that comes with it, too. But I'm sure all these guys view this as the opportunity of a lifetime, and they should. And they all want to prove that they're worthy of it. The one thing that I'm sure all of them do know is that the outside world is like, none of these guys have coached at like the Power 4 level before. I mean, it's a big jump. I'm sure they hear all that, right? and I'm sure it motivates them. I'm going to guess Ryan Silverfield and Alex Golish and all these guys have one thing in common. They all think we're going to win them all over. We're going to win them all back. If there's a disgruntled fan, we're going to win them back because we're going to win games. That's what they all think. There's going to be some reality that hits. But right now, I'm sure that's what all of them are thinking.
It was interesting. I'm at one table last night, and Gus and Alex Golish are at another table with obviously, 8 or 10 other people, but they're kind of sitting across the table from each other. And I was just thinking to myself, what's this conversation like? I mean, they haven't gotten it right at Auburn since Gus.
No,
since
you're right.
They ran Gus out of town and gave him, life-changing money for leaving to not coach there. And now it didn't work. And now here's Alex Golish, sitting across the table. What are they talking about? What's this conversation?
It was interesting for me when we played basketball at Auburn. The hotel where we stayed at, Auburn had football recruits in that weekend, and Golish was there. And it was like a rock star in the building. And all these schools are the same way. Us, Golish, at Auburn, Florida with Summerall. These guys walk in, and I mean, it is like a rock star. They think Golish is going to be great down there at Auburn, just like we think Silverfield's going to do well, just like Florida's convinced Summerall, and even Kentucky thinks Will Stein's going to be the answer. That's where all of them are right now. And again, I mean, there's going to be some reality hit, but I'm anxious to hear Silverfield. I'm anxious to watch his team play. When you look at the stats, and we've talked about turnovers and all kinds of stuff, it's obvious his Memphis teams were coached. You watch them play, and you know they've been coached because they do the same things at critical moments. That's coaching. And so I'm anxious to see all that. And I'm really glad Sam Pittman got the ovation that he got last night.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey, Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Go to chuckandbowshow.com. You got still a little bit of time left. We're going to pick the winner today. You could win a $150 gift card to Woodhouse Spa in Rogers. Woodhouse Spa in Rogers. They're selling gift cards, and they got gifts to go with them. So if you go in the spa and get a gift card, you'll get a gift along with it while supplies last. You can also go onto their website, rogers.woodhousespas.com. We continue live from Oaklawn in a moment, 7:33 on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Are we a bunch of idiots or what?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yes, we are. Yes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more. They carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Chuck, you've been around a while, and look, I don't mean that ugly, and Bo, you've been around not as long as Chuck.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Just to clarify, like these teams that have these European players, they are not breaking NCAA rules. To Chuck's point, no. And so if the rule needs to be changed, to what Chuck said, have that discussion in the offseason. But there are guidelines that those players have to abide by to be eligible to play college basketball. They have to be in a certain age window, meaning like a certain years removed from high school.
Yeah, slightly older than Danny Almonte.
Right.
They World Series.
They can only have been paid for room and board.
Right.
Like they would get out of college or whatever.
It's not as good as NIL. Let's put it that way.
No. So although they're following the rules, these situations with Bediako, the Bailey kid who's trying to play again, those are completely different situations. They played professional basketball in the United States, got paid to do so, signed NBA contracts, all that stuff. And Chuck's right. If you're going to address the rules, address it in the offseason. What I'm interested in coming out of this, if Bediako is ruled ineligible, that he's not eligible to play, what happens to the games that Alabama's played with him this season?
Nothing.
He's a cheat, man. He's a cheat. It's well documented.
I get it.
It's well documented.
I go back to this though. I don't know how you call somebody a cheat who can execute something within the letters of the law to
spirit
to their
It's the
advantage.
spirit.
I get that, but still, like cheating.
It's like hiding pink 50s under the table when you're playing Monopoly, and all of a sudden you pull out a wad of cash.
Now that's something we can all relate to.
That's what he's doing.
Oh, that'll ruin families right there.
It will. It will.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
You know, Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at Oaklawn.com.
The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Chuck and I have been doing radio our entire lives. We've been doing shows like this our entire lives. But I feel like we've been having these same conversations for 30 years, Chuck. And it is basically, how do we win at football?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
That's what everybody wants to know.
To Ryan Silverfield about that.
That's right.
Coming up at 8 o'clock. 877-377-6963. Okay, we are in just a weird time in college athletics. I feel like more coaches than ever are throwing their teams completely under the bus. Vic Schaefer, longtime Razorback women's basketball assistant who's had a great career as a head coach, Mississippi State, now at Texas, did it yesterday. We'll get to that later. But did you see what Joe Judge, the Mississippi assistant
Well, I heard
coach,
about that.
Wasn't
I heard
he a
about
head
it.
coach in the NFL?
Yeah.
What he that's my
Yeah.
phone on the mic. But what he said. What he said on the witness stand
Giants,
yesterday while testifying at the Trinidad Chambliss hearing, I don't even know how this came up, but let's just play what he said. Basically, he tells players and partners, or wives, or girlfriends of the players about what football is all about. Let's listen into this.
We would have to educate significant others who may have been pregnant during the season. We're going to have a baby during the season. And you have to educate them on, you have this baby in the middle of the season. That father has to play good football, right? It's a day-by-day production business. He has to be ready to perform and go out there. And when I say that is, you need to let him sleep. He needs to be in another room, detached. You have to explain to the mother, like, hey, listen, he ain't waking up for midnight feedings. After the season, he's full metal jacket. You do whatever you want with him. He can change every diaper. But in the season, he's got to have different priorities.
The mentality is like that sounds like somebody recorded it. Like, you know, the guy's just talking to somebody at a table and somebody secretly recorded it. He said that like on the record on a witness stand.
Here's the thing, and it illustrates again the difference between the world of, in this case, college football and the real world. I mean, it's just two totally different places. Everything he said to a member of a football staff makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. Of course that's how you do it.
Wow.
I mean, are you kidding me? You're going to have that guy up for midnight feedings and we got practice tomorrow? Playing Tennessee this weekend? Are you out of your mind? It's perfectly normal for them to think that way. But in the real world, try getting away with that. I mean, if you're a husband, try getting away with that one. I mean, there's no chance.
I mean, the look for Ole Miss here. But the Ole Miss look has been it just continues to go south. I saw Kiffin tweeted something that basically was like,
come on,
Joe,
man.
and had a face palm emoji. And it's, obviously the reactions are, maybe teach them not to have kids before they get to
the lesson there is a little bit of planning, guys.
What I like it. Joe Judge has never lived in reality. Is what I take away from that.
Well, that's true.
He's never lived in reality.
It's fantasy land. It always has been.
Yeah,
I think that's part of some of the issues that come up in college athletics.
There's no question.
These people,
because it's all about winning.
These people have no sense of what it's like to live a normal life.
Some of these people.
Yeah, well, and I'm talking coaches, I'm talking players, I'm talking administrators, I'm like decision makers. Like they don't know what it's like to be a normal person.
This is some of what Cal was talking about yesterday when he talks about like it not being good the way we're handling things. It's not don't give them money or don't allow them to earn money, but we're like short circuiting just sort of how life develops and what is it doing to people. Like when we go back, all the lottery winners that have all gone broke and all that, and we have all that research now. Well, 5-10 years from now, what are going to be the lasting effects, plural, that we had or we saw because of this current state of college athletics and money and the pressure to win has never been greater, and that's all it's about, and we don't have a holistic picture of what a life really looks like.
Well, I think we hear them talk about this holistic picture, but it's just words. It's just words. I mean, what Joe Judge said right there, that's how it works, folks. I mean, I'm just telling you, that's how it works.
You got an unintended reality dose of what it's like in a football.
That's it right there, people.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that everyone thinks exactly as he does about that particular situation, but you want to hear some crazy stuff?
Yeah.
Go into an athletic department building. And it's not that they're bad people. They're not.
Yeah.
They just live in a different world. It's a whole different deal. No, I don't find what he said shocking. Because I've heard stuff like that before.
I was just shocked that he said it publicly.
Well,
on the witness stand.
Well, I mean, he has to answer the question there.
Yeah. Well, I think he also it was in some way trying to help Trinidad Chambliss get another year of eligibility.
And you talk about not dealing in reality. You don't get to say in real life, I was sick that year. I get that year back. I get all my salary. I get all my benefits. Every bad decision I made that year, the things I lost, I get them all back. I was sick. Hey, that's not real life.
The guy who's losing in all this is Trinidad Chambliss. Because, like, right now, if you look, I just pulled it up, like, scores, like NFL draft scores, their sites. I'm looking at NFLDraftBuzz.com. He's like the number 4 quarterback in this year's draft class. You take his score, what his score or rating is right now, and apply it to next year's draft class, he's the number 10 quarterback in the class. He's going to lose a lot of money over the course of his
Ole Miss,
life because of this decision.
I may be wrong, and I'll eat my words if I am, but Ole Miss football is not going to be like it was last year.
No,
Next
it
year,
is
it's not going to be anything like
No,
it was
is
last year. If he stays, it may not be the best move.
Chuck and Bo Show. We'll take some calls coming up. Tax season's here. H&R Block can help you. They'll give you 100% max refund and 100% guarantee on accuracy. Just walk into an H&R Block near you or make an appointment today and get your taxes taken care of.
I'll tell you what I read, and you guys know I read things normal people don't read. I go to the depths for this show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department awaiting complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like Walk-Ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine, like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites, like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
The nation's best home court advantage lives inside Bud Walton Arena. Razorbacks are back inside the basketball palace of Mid-America, and Coach Calipari and the Hogs need you there and need you loud all season long. A limited number of single-game tickets are available right now. Just head over to ArkansasRazorbacks.com and purchase yours today.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter. Check out the Varsity Vibe podcast and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
I want to see you and Bart in the old three-legged race.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Let me just...
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Pascal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Pascal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopascal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Pascal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for the personalized plan as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR. drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people. And when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job. And they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show On Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Parts and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
I'll tell you one thing, but listen, what a great show. The best sports show in the state is, no doubt, the Chuck and Bo Show. No doubt about it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
We got Ryan Silverfield, Arkansas head coach, coming up in a couple of minutes, but I want to take a moment to thank the general manager here at Oaklawn, Wayne Smith, who does just a phenomenal job. And, man, we love coming down here. This is so fun, and last night was phenomenal.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Awesome.
And that was fun.
Glad to have you. Glad to have you. You know, you guys are more than welcome. Get out of that northwest side. Come in Central Arkansas. Hang with us.
Well, if people
Glad to
haven't
have you.
seen it, we talk about it every time. I'm just blown away. It's still not like normal to me. It's still like first class, and
we're
the meal
honored
last
to have Chuck
night.
here today.
Yeah,
this
I know.
This is awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, wow.
You were here last night, right?
I was here.
What'd you guys think?
That was awesome. It was incredible.
It's amazing what has happened, what you guys have done, what Basil's done, the whole award. I mean, just what's happened in 30 years. It was a big-time event last night. I mean,
you talked about the way it used to be in Little Rock.
Yeah, I was there at some of them back in the day, and they were lunches and they were good, but not like this. Not like this. Yeah, this was big time.
We're so honored to be able to do that and present the Broyles Award to the level of excellence that it deserves.
Yeah, I mean, you turned it into the 5-star event. That's what you guys do here.
That's what we'd like to do.
What do you guys have coming up? We're short on time, and I want to give you a chance.
We
to
got
talk
the
about some
Arkansas
things that are
Sports
coming.
Hall of Fame banquets coming up in April. So that's about 820 people. So we're real excited about that one. That one we were able to bring down too, and so we just had the chamber last week, so we're just finding our groove.
And you've got some big races coming. We're about getting into the heart of racing season.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We got the Rebel coming up in at the end of February, Arkansas Derby, the end of March. We got the Arkansas band coming back, and we got some really cool stuff happening.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
One of the things that's noticeable, you guys can handle big crowds.
Yes.
I mean, events,
Yes.
1,000 people. You mentioned 820 for an event. These are not small gatherings, and it's not easy to, accommodate that many people.
Sure.
You guys do a great job.
Well, it's all the team. It's all our team. Our team is able to do that. They've really found their footing, and our chef is all world. And to be able to have hot meals and the best meals and have the service level that we're able to provide, we're very, very fortunate.
Valentine's Day weekend, if you haven't made plans and you're thinking, I could get away for the weekend, I could get down to Hot Springs in Oaklawn, you can still do that, and you're going to be treated like you're at a 5-star resort.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
I mean,
it's really nice.
Everybody's so nice.
The
when you
ponies
walk
are running
in.
today.
Ponies are running all weekend.
All weekend.
And all the way through Monday, as a matter of fact.
That's right.
There you go. President's Day.
It's hat giveaway on Monday.
Yeah.
So we got a big weekend, and it all started last night. How about Holly Rowe?
Oh, she was on
next
earlier.
level. Isn't she unbelievable?
Major leaguer.
That made that program go to a whole nother level that you just can't even imagine.
Isn't she such a pro?
She's
such a great
pro.
person. You are too, Wayne.
We appreciate
Thanks
you guys.
for having
Thank you
us,
for your
man.
support, and thank you for coming down.
Thank you,
guys
Wayne.
are welcome anytime.
We'll be back,
All right?
obviously.
Okay.
We appreciate it.
We love it. We
Wayne
love it.
Smith,
Love
General.
having you.
Yeah, thank you. Wayne Smith, General Manager, Oaklawn. Oaklawn.com, all the details on upcoming events. Ryan Silverfield next.
There's simply not a better shopping experience than Macadoodles. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Whether you're stocking up for a party, updating your bar, or just grabbing your favorites, Roger and the team are always there to help. Make the smart choice. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville. Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters. Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com. I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Donuts, Red Bull, and lottery tickets. I mean, how could you want anything more?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. In-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag, still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
You're selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. Been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, mobile pay, deposit, check deposit, helpful solutions like Flex Bank for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
John, what do you think the ceiling for Arkansas is this year?
In the landscape of college basketball, I think they're on a tier right below the Arizona, Michigan, couple of those teams. But I think there's only a couple of those teams up top. So that means you're right there. I always say it every year when I watch Arkansas. My favorite kid from Missouri, Trevin Brazil, he's always a factor. Every time I do a game, I think he's a huge factor. And you guys have seen it. We've all seen it. When Trevin does what he can do, he doesn't have to do more. But when he does what he can do, makes threes, rebounds, block shots, stay out of foul trouble, make the right play at the right time, then Arkansas is different. They're different. You guys saw that at Texas Tech. Like, he's a difference maker. So you mix in the young talent, the NBA young talent, and a kid like Brazil, and there's no reason why they can't be at the end of the year, one of the favorites when you get in the tournament, depending on what the brackets are, depending on how it lines up. Because when the ball is in a guy's hands that going to be one of the top picks for the draft, and then you surround him with enough ability, great ability, unlimited, right? Can they rebound with some of these crazy physical teams? You've already played Houston. So there's nobody now, because of Cal, the way he's scheduled, when you play the Michigan States and Houstons and Dukes, that no one's going to surprise you on how they play. They're not going to be caught off guard that we don't understand physicality. But that's because of scheduling. There's some teams that don't schedule, and they get in that tournament, and all of a sudden they run against the Houston or somebody and go, oh, wow.
Hey, it's Bo. Thanks for tuning in. Hang out with Chuck and I every weekday morning from 6 to 9 a.m. live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Can you imagine a round of golf lasting almost 6 hours?
What would you do?
I'd leave. I'd walk off.
Like on 13, you'd be like, this has been a 4-hour round.
About the fifth hour. If the company was good, maybe 4.5. 4.5's a long time to spend with anybody. Let's just be honest. 4.5 hours is a long time to spend with anybody.
There it is.
Comes down
there
to.
it is.
That's what
we
it
just
comes
learned
down
a lot about Chuck right there.
Yeah, that's why this show is only 3 hours.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this much.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night, love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
Driving my son to school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, let's turn on the Chuck and Bo show.
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Well, it's always fun to be at Oaklawn. It really is. And if you haven't been here in a while, you haven't been here. The resort feel that they have here with the hotel and the lobby and just the whole experience with the event center. I mean, it is first class, and it's always a blast coming here. And the Broyles Award was awesome. Congratulations to Bryant Haynes, the defensive coordinator at Indiana. They won the national championship, so you figured he would win the Broyles Award, so congratulations to him. Ryan Silverfield's been in Hot Springs lately because he was at the high school coaches convention, just one of the many things the Arkansas head coach has been doing since he took the job, and he's joining us now on the Chuck and Bo Show. Coach, it's been a minute since we had you on right after you got hired. I hope you're well. I know you've been busy, but good morning. Do we have Coach Edward?
Let me double check.
Okay.
All right.
We had an issue. Just let us know.
All right.
We're remote today, so we can't see everything that's happening. But I know he was here.
He was here moments ago.
Yeah. He was actually here in this building.
High school coaches.
A week ago. The high school coaches were all here. They're doing the Broyles Award for the top high school assistant in the nation today that they've added as they continue the Frank Broyles legacy of 30 years. Coach, are you with us? Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, good morning, guys. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Coach.
Good morning. It's been a while. We got a lot to catch up on. How would you summarize how the first couple of months on the job have been for you?
For sure, yeah. I think it's been about exactly 60 days, exactly 2 months. So, yeah, I'd say we've been hitting and getting. It's been busy. It's been amazing. A lot of great things, some new opportunities to take on, right, whether it's bringing in new players in the high school signing class to roster retention, right, keeping some of the great Razorbacks here, to going out in the transfer portal and finding some new guys who will play for us, and then putting together a great staff. And then now we're getting to be around our current guys with the winter conditioning program. So it's been a whirlwind. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of hard work, but, man, we're excited for what we've been able to do and what we're going to continue to do.
Coach, we were kind of joking a little bit earlier about how you and your staff, I mean, you know your way home and you know your way back to the building. I mean, it's I would think as a first-year coach, the tunnel vision that's required to put everything together in a short amount of time, how do you navigate through all that?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, right, just having a plan in place. And right when I took this job is, okay, what do we need to attack, right? Obviously, there's a lot of balls in the air and a lot of things to juggle, but I think just saying, okay, first and foremost, the most important thing, right when I got here was, okay, attacking the high school signing class, right, when a 72-hour, really a 48-hour period, right, and then as quickly as I could try to get to know the current guys on the roster, right, and I think as you're doing that, you're exactly right. You have to be laser focused on the task at hand, right? And as you're hiring new assistants, okay, hey, here's the marching orders, let's go. And so much of that, as you're trying to put things in order, everybody would tell you that no matter if you're a first-year coach taking over a program or, been somewhere for 15 years, which those are few and far between, December and January are crazy. But I think that everybody, and it takes a lot of people, right? All 200 people involved in this program to be focused and put this thing together the right way.
Yeah, it's like constructing an airplane while you're flying it. You get it off the ground, but it still has to keep getting put together. I heard stories, Coach, with the portal, like you might have 20, 30 guys that are in the building at one time. You got buffets set up. You're trying to have meetings. You're trying to figure out whether you want this player, whether they want you. Then I guess you got to negotiate what the deal's going to be. Every coach is going to say they feel good, about what they did, but what has that process been like, and how challenging was it to get a roster together in such a short period of time?
For sure. Well, first off, that's a great analogy. I'm going to steal that one from you, putting together the plane as it's flying. I think that's so true. I joked around. Everybody's like, what's it been like? I said, it's like looking across the street, looking both ways, and then getting run over by an airplane. But I'm going to steal yours and put the plane together.
Yeah.
That's great. I love it. And so true. But, there are challenges with, I think, the timing of it, right? Everybody says, well, Ryan, would you change the calendar? Would you move it? I don't know. I don't know if you can. I think it's better to just, bite the bullet and go hard for, 60 days, 30 days, whatever that looks like, and then at least you know your roster, right? Like hopefully I don't have to worry about until the NCAA changes the rules on us tonight and the portal opening back up tomorrow or something. I think I know most of our roster. So all that being said, I think the biggest thing is, there were challenges, and I think so much of it is first and foremost, right, finding the right fit. You can watch film, and there may have been 4 SEC guys after one player, and you're hoping he makes it to your visit. Some never even made it to the visit. Some we got first, and they said, hey, this is where I'm going to call home. There's other guys that were not highly recruited, but we felt were the right fit for us. It's not like you're going out there and just saying, hey, I'm 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 out there and But that's the biggest thing is we go into spring practice 1 should not look as good as spring practice 3, spring practice 6, and so the progress as we this foundation because it's not. We're going to put this thing back together the right a chance to compete every Saturday.
Coach, it looks like that you've brought in other coaches on campus to talk to the team. If I've picked that up correctly on some of the clips that have been put out, I think Jordan Weber, I think Coach Cal, there may be others. What are you going for there when you bring other people in to talk?
First and foremost, I mean, what great assets they are. When I first got here, and I told this story prior, well, the very first time I talked with Hunter Yurchek in October, and he said one of the most important things was the culture of the entire athletic department. You don't hear that too often, right? It's coaches talk about the culture of the football program or within their own silos, but to hear that the culture of the entire, and that's something I hadn't heard in a long time, right? The entire athletic department. Listen, I loved my time at Memphis. Everything was wonderful there and great administration, but then I get here and the support that the coaches have for one another is huge. Why wouldn't I use a Hall of Fame basketball coach or a Hall of Fame coach, it doesn't matter what sport, to talk to our guys? Why wouldn't I use an Olympic gold medalist, right, and Coach Weber to come talk to our guys? Why wouldn't I use our women's track coach, Johnson, who's National Coach of the Year awards? Like, it's all about the winning mindset. It's about the approach mentally. There's so much. It's no different. Like, if people say, Ryan, why would you go talk to the Walmart CEO about leadership and organizational skills? Well, that guy's done a pretty damn good job, right? Like, we can learn from everybody. That's why I read books. That's why. And so these coaches that are here on this campus, they've been so successful. I mean, it doesn't matter what sport it is, right? Like, reality of it is those coaches can coach probably anything, right? They'll learn it. They learn how to teach. They learn how to communicate. And if our players can learn one or two things from them, it's huge. And it's no different. We can always learn from each other. And I think that's so huge. If the growth process stops amongst us as coaches, then shame on us. But our players thoroughly enjoyed it and thrilled that they were these great coaches at the University of Arkansas were willing to come talk to our guys.
Coach, I want to ask you before we get you out of here, your defensive line spot, reports about Marion Hobby. But where do you stand with that right now, and what direction do you think you may go?
Sure. Listen, I wish Coach Hobby nothing but the best. But the biggest thing is that we want people that really want to be here. So maybe sometimes things are best, right? Guys that want to be at Arkansas, coaches that are loving this place and understand how special this can be. Let's not forget, we also hired Kenji Cotton, right, who's our defensive run game coordinator, defensive line. He's a defensive line coach. The guy left the NFL himself this past year to come to Arkansas, and I mean that's huge. So we've got guys coaching in there. We have quality control coaches as well, but Coach Cotton himself could easily just run the whole room. So there's not a panic. There's not anything like this. In fact, with all respect to Coach Hobby, we're just going to keep moving along, and we'll look, and we're going to find the best fit. If it means adding somebody else, we will. If we don't, then so be it. But I've got great faith in Coach Cotton and what he's been able to do, and schematically, us moving straight along.
Coach, we look forward to doing it again soon. I know you got to hop and get on another show. When you go on that show, just tell them the best interview you've done today was the Chuck and Bo show, and they need to step up their game.
Absolutely. I love it. Appreciate you guys having me on.
Thank you, Coach.
As always. Hey, and we'll talk soon. Appreciate you guys.
Okay, thanks, Coach. Have a great day. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. Don't forget that. I'm going to go down there and hop on Basil's show now and just see if we can do that, run it back for him. It's fun being here with Basil and the Broyles Award and everything that they've done, and we've had a great time. And there's a lot right there with Coach Silverfield
really
that they've been dealing with in the last 60 days. And now you got to change defensive line, Coach. I like what I hear there. We'll come back and react to it in a minute. We're brought to you in part by First Security Bank. With convenient locations all over Arkansas, whatever your needs are, it might be a home loan, it might be a business account, you might need to add your kid to a checking account. Anything that you can do it online, but they can also walk you through the entire process. And that's what they're all about, helping people, Arkansans, helping Arkansans with local friendly professionals all over Arkansas. That's how you bank better. First Security Bank, member FDIC. It's 8:17. Good morning.
I mean, look, this is what we do. We heal the hurting. We touch the hearts. We talk about the things that matter to people.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Pascal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Pascal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopascal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Pascal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park. Hey folks, Chuck Barrett here, the voice of the Razorbacks. And if you're ready for freedom from glasses or contacts, there's only one name you need to know: McDonald Eye Associates. Whether it's LASIK, clear lens exchange, or advanced cataract surgery, they've got the solution to help you see your best, no matter your age. Doctors Betts and Mengarelli are the real deal, two of the most experienced surgeons anywhere. They've even taken care of my eyes. And now I'm seeing the basketball court crystal clear. I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye, and you will be too.
Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. Make Valentine's Day easy this year with a gift card from Woodhouse Spa Rogers. And when you go in spa and purchase $150 or more, you'll receive a complimentary Lux Spa candle. Or a $350 gift card gets you a Kendra Scott bracelet at no additional cost while supplies last. Give the gift of relaxation this Valentine's Day. For more info, call 479-335-2800 or log on to rogers.woodhousespas.com. If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Alyssa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
I can't figure out if Chuck's playing a role here, or this is how he feels, or if he cares at all.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Back in Hot Springs at Oaklawn. Our thanks to Coach Silverfield for joining us. Just met Ryan from Hot Springs.
Yeah.
He just came by to say hello.
This is a fun part about going out on locations. You meet people.
Is.
You meet people that you hear from every day.
It is. What were your thoughts on what are some things, and you can weigh in if you want, 877-377-6963 if you want to jump in here. By the way, I do want to tell you, H&R Block has all your tax needs covered. If you'll go in there and just turn it over to them, you can let them deal with the hassle, and they'll give you 100% accuracy and a max refund, or they give you your money back. H&R Block, find one near you today. What were your thoughts on Coach Silverfield?
Well, I mean, you hear him talk and you realize that, there's a lot to do. I think the biggest thing that he did, and this is the part that I'm encouraged by, and this is how he won the fan base over, quite honestly. He came in and he talked to the high school coaches and he signed these high school kids. I don't know if these guys are going to help him or not. Time will tell. But I think from a symbolism standpoint, when you're a first-year coach, I think it's important that you go out and you reestablish, whatever term you want to use, you go for those relationships. And I think that's what he's trying to do. What I hope will happen, and we won't see this right away. We'll see it as we move forward. I hope he helps elevate the game. Like we've seen some of the other coaches do. And I'm not saying high school football in Arkansas is bad. I don't believe it is. But, when the Razorback coach does well, when the Razorbacks are doing well in a particular sport, it elevates every program in that sport all the way down to the junior highs.
It elevates everything. Not just football, but yes, to your point, I agree with you. But it elevates just
no doubt about
feel of how we all are walking around.
But I've seen it over the years, and you have too, and just the style of play. If the Razorbacks are winning, every high school coach in the state, football, basketball, baseball, if they're winning, we want to do exactly what they're doing. I remember when Coach Richardson came in for basketball. Guys, let me tell you something. The defensive staple in Arkansas was the 2-1-2 zone defense or the tough man-to-man that Eddie Sutton taught when he came in. But when Nolan came in, every coach out there that had 10 players, they were pressing the whole game. We've seen it in styles of play with football when Petrino came in. Those things matter. And so I think the way he went about doing that is a positive. Now, look, you've got to keep the good players that you've got, and that was important. Keeping K.J. Jackson, Quincy Rhodes. Again, a lot of that was symbolism right at the beginning. But I think that stuff matters. We'll get a sneak peek and a taste in the spring, and then we'll find out really, in the fall. And it's a process, and it's not overnight. And he's going to need more than 1 or 2 games to prove his worth.
Like some of the things I heard, we'll get into it, but I want to take Sterling's call, 877-377-6963 on the eve of Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Sterling in Center Ridge, good morning.
Good morning, Chuck and Bo. And And the key to me, I know that Chuck just said about the relationships with the high school coaches and flipping those guys. And y'all talked about Jackson and Rose. And for me, I'll be honest with you, I thought Rose was gone. Halfway through the season, I said, this guy's not coming back. I don't care if they turn it around or not. If Pittman's still going to be here, even if he was going to be here, I just thought Christian Rose going to be gone. I couldn't see a guy of that caliber playing as well as he was playing that wasn't going to be snatched up by a contender. And it'd be hard to blame him. You go through a whole season playing like that guy played and knowing the effort he put in, and you get 2 wins and you ain't won since September, I just knew he was gone. So when he stayed on board, that gave me a lot of confidence in Silverfield right there. And I wasn't against him at the beginning because I thought all them guys was about the same. All them, forget is it Conference USA? Is that the conference all those guys came out of?
Yeah. Well, no, they were in the American.
Yeah, I call it the Sun Belt.
Yeah.
Still the American now.
So I looked at all them guys as pretty much the same type guys on resume. Who knows what they're going to do at their next stop. Like Chuck says, time will tell. But today, and the day of the hire,
he beat all those guys. He beat those guys routinely.
Right. So I didn't understand all the crying and whining. Unless you're gonna go dig up Notre Dame.
Yeah, I didn't understand it either. But I think part of it, Sterling, comes down to popularity. And then the other thing that happened in the coaching search is, because of some premature reporting, and I don't blame necessarily people for their reports, but I think sometimes you just got to be patient because the process isn't over until it's over. But when an Alex Golish name gets out there and then people start doing research and they like what they see and then they start getting excited about it, and then you don't know the same about Silverfield because you haven't done that research, right? So it's like, oh, we didn't get our guy and now we're going to this guy. But what he did over a sustained period of time at Memphis is impressive. And I think you're looking for some consistency and discipline and approach at Arkansas, and somebody that can kind of reactivate some spots that maybe weren't hot spots, like in-state recruiting. How did he do in the portal? We don't know the answer to that yet, but it's going to be interesting if they can clean up some of the penalties and the turnover issues, which he did a great job of at Memphis.
And to me, that's just that's one of the first steps you must take. The idea, I don't care how much.
And it starts from day one.
Yeah, I don't care how much NIL money you have. I don't care how good these players are. You turn the ball over and you get penalties the way they have, you're not going to win. You're just going to lose, period. End of story.
We got to hit a break coming up, but let me get William in Lafayette. William, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Real quick, 2 things. Coach Silverfield's impressive. Put it into magnitude. He's had 60 days. What he's done in 60 days. Just miraculous, right? And I love question Chuck about hobby, and I love still young coaches that want to be here. I like that mock. Go Hogs. Let's take care of business with Auburn. Don't forget your wives. It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
that's
good
right.
Advice,
Thanks, William.
Man, when William's done, he's done. He's not sticking around for, hey, thanks for your call, William. Have a good day.
That was a serious mic
drop. He doesn't care about that.
Hey, you know what? Valentine's Day, you just look at your significant other tomorrow and you go, how about we go to Walk-Ons and watch some games before the Razorback game?
See how that goes over.
At 7:30.
Let me play you this cut from Joe Judge, too.
Yeah, or I can give you that Woodhouse gift card. You can get one online. You can go to the Chuck and Bo Show website, chuckandboshow.com. And if you sign up, you only got a couple more minutes to do it because we're going to give it away before the end of the show. Bart's going to spin the wheel from all the contestants that are in, see who won. But you're not done if you don't get that. You can go to rogers.woodhousespas.com, or you can go into the spa in Rogers, Woodhouse Spa, get a gift card, and I believe they still have some supplies left. If you get a free gift when you purchase $150 or more at Woodhouse Spas. A couple different kinds of gifts depending on how much you spend. But get the gift card done. It's easy but meaningful. Woodhouse Spa in Rogers. Chuck and Bo Show continues from Oaklawn next.
There we go. Here we go. Let's take some personal shots. You want to? I mean, come on. Let's take some personal shots at him.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea, and when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. There's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Just to clarify, like these teams that have these European players, they are not breaking NCAA rules. To Chuck's point, like, no. And so if the rule needs to be changed, to what Chuck said, have that discussion in the offseason. But there are guidelines those players have to abide by to be eligible to play college basketball. They have to be in a certain age window, meaning like a certain years removed from high school.
Yeah, slightly older than Danny Almonte.
Right.
They World Series.
They can only have been paid for, like, room and board.
Right.
Like they would get at a college or whatever.
It's not as good as NIL. Let's put it that way.
Oh, so although they're following the rules, these situations with like Bediako, the Bailey kid who's trying to play again, like those are completely different situations. They played professional basketball in the United States, got paid to do so, signed NBA contracts, all that stuff. And Chuck's right. If you're going to address the rules, address it in the offseason. What I'm interested in coming out of this, if Bediako is ruled ineligible, that he's not eligible to play, what happens to the games that Alabama's played with him this season?
Nothing.
He's a cheat, man. He's a cheat. Like it's well documented.
I get it.
It's well documented.
I go back to this though. I don't know how you call somebody a cheat who can execute something within the letters of the law to
spirit
to their advantage.
Spirit.
I get that, but still, like cheating.
It's like hiding pink 50s under the table when you're playing Monopoly, and all of a sudden you pull out a wad of cash.
Now that's something we can all relate to.
That's what he's doing.
Oh, that'll ruin families right there.
It will. It will.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at it. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment, backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
You know, Oaklawn in Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa. Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at Oaklawn.com.
The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show. By the way, good morning. We just kind of jumped in, and we're coffee deep. And hey, everybody,
morning, Bart.
Welcome in.
Edward.
I smell the bacon cooking. It's going to be a good day.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Sure is.
Yes. It is good.
Friday, day before Valentine's Day.
1-2. There we go.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, what's that? Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah. What do you do with that?
I don't know.
Is today Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
Wow.
That explains our
Wow.
issues.
Okay, I was going to say.
It's all right. We worked it out. We had a great time here at Oaklawn. Zach Gillum's over in the sports book, VP of wagering and horse racing here at the Great Oaklawn Resort. Zach, good morning. I saw you at the Broyles Award last night. What an event!
Yeah, good morning, guys. It was a phenomenal event. The Broyles Foundation, David Basil, the whole crew, Molly Broyles and Betsy Arnold. It was really a phenomenal event, and hats off to the Oaklawn team. I don't know that I've had that great of a meal plated. I think it was 800 people, and I saw a lot of clean plates. It was very good.
It was great. They
Clean plates.
They gave the Broyles.
That's good.
The Broyles special, Frank Broyles special of ice cream and cornflakes.
Okay.
For dessert.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty fantastic. So, Zach, we made it through the Super Bowl. So what do we do now on the Oaklawn Sports app?
Yeah, so we made it through the Super Bowl. Well, guess what? Now we have college baseball. First pitch today with the Razorbacks, or tonight, I should say.
Yep.
You still have college basketball going on, so that line hasn't quite hit the board for tomorrow. But be on the lookout for Arkansas and Auburn. That is Saturday night. But as far as baseball, there are odds on the board. Arkansas minus 235 today. They're taking on Oklahoma State. If you're looking at the run line, minus 2.5, and the total at 11.5.
Okay. All right. That's we're right into the action.
I guess so.
Tonight.
Wow.
With baseball, that makes it real.
Yeah.
Like it's a really
11.5. Huh? Yeah.
Like we have a line. Zach had an unofficial line, like a personal, just around the table line last night on the Broyles Award, and he had the favorite peg.
I was going to say.
And Bryant Haynes walked away with it. Zach said he thought if he had a line on it, it'd be around minus 200, which sounded about right. Do we have odds? I know we have on Arkansas or who's favored. What are the odds to win the SEC in basketball? I don't know if you have that pulled up, but in the basketball regular season right now, and Cal was really adamant on the show about, guys, we could lose all 7 of these games coming up. I mean, none of these games are going to be easy. I would expect the coach to say that, but also there's been some real volatility in the league. But I think now we're about to see, like who really kind of solidifies themselves as that team, that really is going to make a run, or you'd expect to make a run in March. I'm curious what the odds look like, though.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, this is the time to start separating yourself from the rest of the conference. And Florida right now, an overwhelming favorite. Me and Justin Aker have talked about this on Oaklawn Game Day. Only one game ahead right now, but they are minus 1,000 to take down the SEC regular season, which feels a little strong. Arkansas is your second choice. They are one of the teams that are one game back, plus 475. And then you have Kentucky as your third option at 16-1. And keep in mind, they're only a game or two back, and I believe they still have 2 matchups with Florida left. So it's very interesting. I'm going to be curious to see how this unfolds, because to your point, based on the odds, almost looks like a foregone conclusion, but there's still quite a few games left to go in conference, and none of them are going to be easy for anyone.
That is amazing, because Florida is going to play, as he said, Kentucky twice and then Arkansas once, at their place. So that's 3 games. Florida's going to have the opportunity, if they really are this, to really just show that's who they are. It's not surprising. I mean, they look the best right now.
But minus 1,000.
And then
Arkansas being plus 475. There's not that much difference.
Yeah, but from a gambling perspective.
Maybe so.
I guess it sets up that way. What else do you find interesting on the board right now, Zach?
So Winter Olympics underway, started about a week ago. We have another 10 days or so going. You have men and women's hockey. They're both expected to either gold or silver. Right now the women are minus 286 to win it all on the women's side. The men are plus 190, second choice behind Canada, who are even money. So that'll be a really popular one people are paying attention to. But most of the events or most of the different disciplines are available throughout the Olympics. So you have alpine skiing, the biathlon, bobsled, skeleton, curling. Curling is very popular growing over the years. So you've got some curling options. In fact, some live matches, women's matches going on right now. And then snowboarding, speed skating. So a lot of Winter Olympics are on the board. This weekend, you have the Daytona 500. Joey Logano is your favorite right now. He is 10-1. NBA All-Star Weekend, 3-point contest on the board. You have, I believe it's Newpel is your favorite, plus 250, which is a pretty big change. You had Damian Lillard as your favorite most of the week. He is now your second choice at plus 450. So even though football's over, still quite a bit going on. You get a little bit of everything. Golf world, you have AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am going on right now. Chris Goddard is currently your live line favorite at plus 800. Sam Burns at plus 900. Scotty Scheffler, favorite going into the event. He has dropped back to 22-1, so not quite having the performance that he seems to have every week.
I mean, he had a furious comeback.
Almost came back and won it
last weekend. So maybe there is some value for the weekend.
Hey, what about the track this weekend? A lot going on out on the track this weekend.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, today we have the American Beauty. We have this weekend you have not only Saturday and Sunday racing, but you have Monday, President's Day racing. So Monday you're going to want to come on out, and it's one of my favorite days because we're giving away the hat. Don't know if you guys have seen a preview of that yet. You can catch an image on the website, but you'll come in Monday, get your voucher, and then after the 4th race, we will be giving those out on the north end. So that's always a very popular promotion. People love getting that hat.
Is there a closet like you're keeping the hats that maybe we could find our way to between now and then? Just kidding.
I need to find that closet myself, so I'm going to find Mr. Chris Ho today and see if I can't find where those things are.
Just walk by.
Yeah,
walk by.
I know that guy. I'm going to track him down.
Yeah.
Oaklawn.com, get all the details of upcoming events. And Zach, you hit on the weekend there, but if you want to download the app, what do you have going at Oaklawn Sports and really any events we want to hit? I know, you just don't realize if it's not right in front of you. There's so much going on here at Oaklawn, especially between now and May.
There really is. I mean, we have 3 concerts that are right now on the website. 2 of those are sold out. That's Gary Allen coming up in February and Christopher Cross in March. But Rick Springfield, tickets are moving quick, but those are still available. That's going to be on Friday, May 1st. You can get those on Oaklawn.com. And then, right around the corner, we have Rebel Weekend coming up in a couple weeks. And I say weekend because keep in mind the Rebel Stakes this year is run on Sunday, March 1st. So something to put on your calendar if you haven't noted that yet. But the road to the Derby continues just here in a couple weeks with that Rebel Stakes.
Well, we look forward to being back. It's always great to be here. It's great to see you. Thanks for the work you do here on the show and at Oaklawn Sports and with the racing. And we look forward to doing it again next week.
Absolutely. Great to have you guys down, and hopefully y'all have a great day.
Have a great Valentine's Day weekend. Zach Gillum, VP of Wagering and Racing here at Oaklawn Sports.
You can feel all the stuff that's going on. I mean, when the ponies are running here, number one, I mean, that, you feel that and you realize that's going on, but you hear Zach and all the sports that's happening this weekend. There's a lot to pay attention to.
877-377-6963. If you haven't signed up yet, do it right now. We're going to announce the winner of the Woodhouse Spa gift card when we come back. Don't forget, you can go online to Woodhouse and get your gift card today if you'd like to, or go in there and you can get a gift if you go in spa. But Rogers.WoodhouseSpas.com is the website to get a Valentine's Day gift card. If you haven't thought about it, haven't done it yet, that's an easy but meaningful option for you. Chuck and Bo Show live at Oaklawn. Good morning.
Well, I've got a lot more rhythm than people realize.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for the perfect light beer to kick off the new year? Flight by Yuengling raises the bar for light beers. With just 95 calories, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of a Yuengling, but it's a light beer. Grab a Flight at your favorite store or ask your bartender and take your beer game to new heights. It's perfect for the holidays or watching a game. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more, they carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today. The best answer for me has always been Blakeman's. It's where I got engaged. It's where I go for meaningful gifts, like Valentine's Day. Not just because it's where Arkansas gets engaged or because they are the diamond experts. It's how they meet your specific need. Every experience customized for you. At Blakeman's, it's about more than jewelry. It's about your story. And when you walk out of there with a purple bag, you'll be carrying the confidence knowing you got it right. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. And every Wednesday is Wine Down Wednesday. 15% off every bottle of wine in the store, even if it's already on sale. But when it comes to selection, amazing prices, and unbeatable customer service, Macadoodles and Guess Who in Bentonville is second to none. Wine, beer, and spirits. Stock up for your next party or just stop by and grab your favorite. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville. When it comes to sports and work, we all understand preparation, performance, and recovery. And that's exactly how the Sweat No Edge works. I'm in the program myself. I've told you about it before. It's designed for men who want to stay competitive as they age with hormone therapy for low testosterone, peptide therapy, metabolic testing, in-body scans, weight loss, and so much more. If you want to feel like you once did, get the free consultation. Log on to sweatnomcosmetic.com or just search the Sweat No Edge.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Hold on, guys. I'm on the Chuck and Bo Show. Hold on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Pascal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Pascal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopascal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Pascal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show On Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Who's going to be the first to get a Chuck and Bo tattoo? I mean, I think Chuck might do it.
No. You can have mine. You just get 2 of them.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Chuck and Bo Show live at Oaklawn, site of the 30th Annual Broyles Award. The Broyles Award took place last night. Bryant Haynes, Indiana, defensive coordinator off a national championship, wins the award. Had great candidates. All of their stories are great. It's so true every year. We had Holly Rowe on earlier. Just getting to know who these people are, the journey to get there. Boy, they make money now, but they didn't all start off making money. I mean, it was.
They all work for free at the start.
I mean, really. Bart, we got a
big
winner? Announcement to make.
We got a winner?
We do.
Been a heck of a show.
Yeah.
We had Ryan Silverfield on a little bit ago. We had Holly Rowe on. We've had a heck of a week. We had Cal on. We had Dave Van Horn. You got the game tonight.
We got the
opener.
trifecta.
Yeah, we got what you're thinking of. I'm sure with the races right here.
I mean, yeah, of course.
And now we're going to announce
here.
a big winner for the Woodhouse Spa gift card that we've been talking about for a few weeks. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. You can't forget it. Yeah. And somebody's going to win a gift card right now. Spin the wheel. Tell us who it is. Hit the button.
Can I get a drum roll,
we need
please?
the slot machine noises. We need all that. We need
Heard some of that last night. And the winner.
And it's not Chuck winning this time.
It is not Chuck winning. It is Dwayne Huckabee.
Dwayne
Huckabee.
Congratulations.
Your Valentine's shopping days are over.
Voucher out and award the man his gift card. Dwayne will receive an email. We'll tell him how he received the gift card. And he's got $150 to Woodhouse Spa and Rogers.
And a candle.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
and
a candle. And a
Google me.
Yeah.
Dwayne Huckabee. He wins. Google him.
Yeah, exactly right. A lot of winning here going on at Oaklawn. Chuck's got to get out of here before somebody finds out he's got all that money in his room.
I've got it hidden.
I don't think I was supposed to say that. But
do not disturb. Yeah,
hopefully you make it out. Yeah. What are we expecting tonight in the baseball game? We got Oklahoma State, Arkansas on Flow TV.
Well, my chief expectation is that a lot of people will struggle to find Flow TV. And that there might be
some buffering issues?
There might be some technical difficulties. I think that's minus 20 million. That's an all-time lock. But I would expect Arkansas to be ready to play. They're always ready to play under Dave Van Horn. Gabe Gackel's awesome. I'd expect him to have a really good outing, and I would expect Arkansas to win the game.
Ready to see some of these new guys.
Yeah.
Well, I am too. I want to see how they play defense early on. That to me is a sign of how good you really are. How well do you play defense? How well do you run the bases? There are going to be games where you pitch well. There are going to be games where you pitch lousy. There are going to be games where everybody gets a hit. And there are going to be games where you can't buy one. But your pitching, your defense, your base running, all the fundamental stuff there, that's what will sustain you during all this. And they're playing good teams down there. You can't give people extra outs. Those are the things I watch for early. I would like Gackel to establish himself as the number one starter. I don't know that you do that on opening night. But now, you don't want to go out there and get shelled either. So, but I want to see how they feel the ball. 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 They feel feel the ball. I 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 feel the ball.